Oi, oi, oi. All right, and we are back. So let's see. In the last live, let's check how is this here going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some changes to it. This didn't work exactly how I wanted it to, but well, at least it's there. So I'm gonna be able to use that controller to make some other modifications, but still, all good, all good. So, yeah. We are starting this live right now. Then if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to it to see more rigging sessions and some tutorials about lots of programs, mainly like Blender, ZBrush, Substance, and so on. And another thing is, if you are a rigger and you would like to try out the tools that I use here, there are some links down the description where you can grab all of the things that I use for free. And if you do, please don't forget to tell me if there is anything broken or some features that you would like it to have. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so if you are coming from the previous lives, you might see that there are some things that are a little bit different. Basically, what I did is put some colors, these yellow ones to the middle controllers, red ones for the left side of the creature, and blue ones for the right side of the creature, and also these green ones for the tweaks. That's basically it. And the same here for the tongue. Yeah, just added some custom shapes as well, just so we have a little bit more time doing some other interesting things other than just creating shapes. And well, today basically what we're gonna do is add the secondary bones to it, and like the secondary motion bones. For example, something to make the thigh jiggle a little bit. Also add a bone to make this calf grow and shrink, like stretch, squish and stretch, and the same here for the biceps. And another one here for the dewlap. That's basically gonna be it for today, and if I'm able to do all of it really quickly, then we're gonna get part of the feathers and well, bound to the body. So let's get going then. There we go. I'm gonna get here to the Therizino studio thing. Def, I just want to see the deformer bones. Get back here, and I'm gonna add the deformer bones that I want to use. First of all, this one here for the belly. Gonna put it there. Let me see, I'm gonna call it well, Def belly. There we go. And it is going to be parented to the pelvis right there. And let's see, what about this here? This one, in engine, it actually should be parented to this guy here. So that. Okay. So there. The belly one is already in place, so I'm going to go all the way up here. I'm gonna grab this tongue one, because it's already parented to the jawbone, align it with the world, and put it to individual origins, make it a little bit bigger. And I think I'm gonna leave it kind of like here. Should be fine. Maybe drop it like that and put it kind of around here. That is already good enough. And this is going to be the def do lap there. I'm also going to add a stretch to constraint in this one, so it gets a little bit more interesting results. So there, and let me see. Okay, I already got that one. I need to add the ones to make this creature be able to breathe. So in this case, I want it to be parented to the chest there. Then I'm gonna get this neck one, bring it down, pull it kind of around here, and there, make it a little bit bigger, bring it this way, and now I will rotate it in a way that the Z-axis is going to point into the direction where I want it to move. So let's see. Gonna grab it like that, Ctrl R, and I want it to move kind of at this direction. Yeah, and then let me just move it. Right click to keep it there, put it to normal, GX, move it down a little bit, kind of like here. That should be fine. And I'm going to call it def chest, but this one dot L, and then I can symmetrize it. Whoops, not subdivide. I can symmetrize it. And there. Okay, something like this is already pretty good. Hello there. It's going pretty nice actually. Thanks for asking. How about you? And the rig is also almost complete. So there we go. The moment the only bones added, they are this one here on the belly, these two for the chest movement, and then there is this one here for the dewlap. And now I'm going to add some other bones to work as the like thigh jiggle, something like that. So I'm just going to shift to the selection, well, cursor to selected, and then it's going to be there. And then I shift S and bring it selection to cursor, and it's going to be placed exactly in the middle of the thigh bone there, which is exactly what I want. And so GX, let me move it outside a little bit more. There, kinda is already good. And now I will align it to the world. So there, bring them back like this is already good. Now I gotta put a proper name to it, and so that this one is going to be def upper leg jiggle dot L. Ctrl A to select all of it, Ctrl C. So more bones equal more movement. Yeah, we can kind of say that. More bone is equal to more control, but also more complexity. And in some cases, it's simply not possible to add more bones because there is not enough topology to do that. But in this case, we have enough topology, and so we can add some of these just to add some more, how can I say it? Feel to it. So for example, when this theory is stepping on the ground, it shakes the thighs, for example. That's really cool. And the same thing for the belly here, and the chest being able to make it breathe and stuff like that. So yeah, these kind of things are the things that we can get by adding more bones. needed. Not exactly, but makes it look cooler. So there we go. We got all the jiggles there. Okay. Now I'm gonna add one here for the calf. I'm gonna basically just... Oh, one thing it's needed to do. Just make this one be parented to that one there. And now the same thing I'm gonna do is with the calves here. So there, Z, move it kind of there. Move it down to kind of here. Put it around there. Rotate it, scale it down so we can get kind of the same size there. Yeah, that should be fine. The animation is going to be done by someone else from the Paleo Ark team, and most likely from multiple people. It's not even like a single person. It's just too many animations. Takes a lot of time. Oh, yeah. More than one people working on it is actually pretty good. So there, death. Let me call it the calf. So there, Ctrl C, and put it in this other side. Ctrl V, make it .R. And then now let's do the same but for the biceps. Gonna grab, let me see, this one, Shift D it, move it on the Z axis. Let's make it smaller, GY, put it kinda where it should be. Rotate, make smaller, and we are good, I guess. Let me move it a little bit further in, like this. And that should be fine. Okay, there. Keep offset, good. And now let's name it correctly. This one is going to be def biceps.l. And then in that one, biceps.r. Okay, it's parented to the right place. That is good. So now what is gonna need to be done is to get this weight painted to the correct place. Well, first of all, we're gonna need to remove the constraints from the things that shouldn't have, like those there. Whoops, is it the correct one? No. Chest L and then chest R. Those two, and let me see, anything else here? Yep, these ones. So upper leg jiggle, and here we have the calves. There, that one. Control C to remove the constraints. Yeah, but the triceps, we don't have that much detail for it, and so that would be most likely an overkill. So there we got the belly, calves, all of that. Oh, actually, there is another one there. Def do lap U. And Control Alt C there. Okay, good. And now I can get it all weight painted. Since we already weight painted the whole body, now we can just grab the weights from the places where we want it. Do you know what model are you doing next? Yes, I actually do, but I am not really sure if I can tell you, well, tell it to you as of now. But there will be a next one right after this. I'm gonna work on it. Most likely live as well. It's gonna be soon. Also from the Paleo Ark team. Let's get these weight painted. There. There, weight paint. I got the dewlap here. I want to grab the weights from this guy here, the jaw. So that weights locks unlock selected. And then now I can simply come here and weight paint it. So let's see. How is it going to be? Alright, so let's add some weights to it and put it there. I'm gonna move this guy down like this. And then now I'm going to start adding weights. Go there. So kinda adding weights little by little until we get something interesting. So the X there, and put some weight in the middle here and here as well. And then keep adding things like that. Wait, that. And more here, make it be a smooth transition. Oh boy. There. Whoop, whoop. Okay, okay. That one. Still not very smooth. But there, we're getting close to something good. Okay, now we can blur this to get more things outside of it, because it's all skin, so it's connected. If you move a part of the skin, it's going to move another part of the skin. It's like a chain reaction. We need to make this fall off kind of smooth so it doesn't look weird. There, and then here. Pull it out. Bring it down there. And see, maybe I can even add some more weight here. Let's see, there. Okay, okay. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna need a little bit more weights here and there. Let's see, there, go up. Don't want this to be weird, so let's make this even smaller. Yeah, okay, small steps, small steps, small steps. Okay, so I can't bring it even further than that, it seems. Okay, yep. This here seems to be pretty good already. Well, I can put it there. Let me see if I scale it. Shift Y. Boom. That's what it is doing. I'm gonna need to, let me see. Boom. Move it like this. That's already good. So let's go to the next one. Actually, wait. Lock all. Everybody locked. And then now work on only the ones that I want to get the weights from. So let's begin with these two here maybe. So that one and that one there. This one here as well. So weights, locks, unlock selected. Okay. So there we got the chest, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we got the chest. Let me see. If I add, let me just put some weights here. Let me see. This one. Yep. Okay. So it is already adding to it as well. So let me add a little bit of weights. There. Like this. Should be fine. Okay. Well, let me see. You can move it. And then keep adding weights until it is looking correct. Over there. Okay, something like this, and then smooth. Okay, okay. How's my dog? He's sleeping. He's sleeping under the table right now. Well, under the desk. And I think that today I'm not going to have any problems with toxic gases or anything like that. I hope so. Because that was just too much. Yeah. Okay, just by having that, we can see that this is actually looking pretty nice. Oh, there, Alt X, well, Alt G. His name is Lemon. Let me grab those two and then the chest. Now that they are all good. And yeah. One thing that I actually need to do, it seems, is to normalize all. Let me see, normalize all groups. No need to lock the active. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. And then in weights, let me see. Oh, locks. Lock selected. Those are already good. Now we need to start working on the biceps. So for the biceps, this is going to be a little bit more complicated to do it in the way that it is at the moment. So I'm gonna leave it for later because I would like to add the the bicep system for it first. So let's see. Gonna start here with the yeah, let's start with the pelvis. Well, not the pelvis, the upper leg jiggle. So I'm gonna need that one and that one unlocked. So there, weights, locks, unlock selected. And then now we can start playing around with this one, which is going to be pretty simple. It's just an add and boom, a big brush there. So put it like this, add a bunch of things like that. And then now let's see how it is going. Not bad. I can just smooth it out a little bit, just to get a little bit more of the shape of the thigh. And there we go. And then pulling it up a little bit more, getting it to be a little bit more yeah, when we see it, it seems kind of easy. You're like, okay, we're gonna have a model in there. That should be fine. That should be easy enough. Yeah, it's not. It's actually pretty difficult. But it's fun. That's the thing. It's really fun to make these models and things like that. Yeah. This is one of the things, one of the reasons why I make these lives, and just to show people how the process is. And maybe if they get interested into it, I can help them. Oh, there we go. Jiggles looking good. Just like you said that. So we can lock them. So there, lock selected. And we are good. Next one, going for the belly. For the belly, this is going to be a little bit different because, as you can see, the pelvis doesn't get all of it. This one doesn't get all of it, and that one there doesn't get all of it. And so I'm actually going to need all the bones here to be unlocked, and so I can get the belly working as it should. So there, weights, locks, unlock selected. And then now I can start working with the belly. So there, what to do? Add some weights. Well, not the blur. Add there. Add some weights going up as well. Weights going down. Not gonna make it too hard, because otherwise I'm going to break things that I've already worked on, and this is no good. Go there. Add some weights there. Add some weights there. And some down here. Now a little bit here, just to make those lines come forward. As we can see. Now the same up here. Bring the lines outside. There. There. But yeah, something like this should be fine. So let me get rid of the visibility of all those bones and smooth it. So let's smooth all of it. Want to get some of the leg there. You can spread this. Spread it even more that direction, this direction here as well. Bring it back there. Kind of like this. Okay, let me see if I move this. That's okay. Now if I move all of these 3 things at the same time, they're not gonna move because they are constrained. But we're gonna see how it's going to work later. Okay, so at the moment, this is already fine to be able to add the other controllers that are needed. I'm gonna grab just the ones that I actually need to make the ORGs for. So it's gonna be all of these and the belly there, and this one up here as well. Can't forget it. Now, and let me see. Yeah, it looks like these are all the bones that I'm gonna need to work with. So, yeah, gonna click it there. Come down. Right. Roll it down. And create ORG. Okay, now that I created those ORG bones, I can just get rid of that one. Make this one the active. Go to pose mode. And bind those ORGs. Boom, they're bound. So now if I move them, we see that it's moved there as well. Okay, so things that I'm gonna need to do. In this one, create the system to make it actually move like a biceps should. Which, in this case, is going to be pretty simple. I'm gonna simply add one thing here, like this. It's basically going to be a copy. So I'm gonna copy this. Oh, let me Ctrl Z just to remove that there. So Shift D. It's gonna be a copy. And then I'm going to move it on the Y until it's kind of there. It should be fine. G. Control, let me see if I can do it. Y, there. Okay. Gonna make this smaller, like this, and I'm going to add a what's it called? An intermediate bone here. So create intermediate bone there. This one is in the MCH collection there. So there we go. And let me see. Do I need to do anything else? It would be interesting to have a control for that. So I'm actually going to make this into the control. So control biceps there. And then I can put this there and this one there, like this. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is this guy in front of the biceps is going to be the MCH biceps. Target.L. Like this. This is going to be parented to the same bone there. We don't need it to be parented to anything else. Yeah, it's actually 3 bones. And depending on how you make it, it could be even more. but let's see if it's gonna work. I think it will. So there, MCH, and then select this other one and put it into a stretch to constraint. What is the idea? When I rotate the arm here, I want this bone to move on the y-axis, like that. That's the idea. And, well, in this case, what I'm gonna need to do now then is to add a constraint to these MCH biceps. That is going to be a... I don't have it here. It's gonna need a... what is it? I need the ORG lower arm. And then this one, Ctrl-Shift-C to open this huge menu. And I want this transformation constraint. What I'm going to do is, this guy, I know it can only rotate on the x-axis. So I am going to map from the rotation of the x-axis. I need it to extrapolate, and it's also local. The minimum is going to be 0, I guess. Let me check. So this x, whoops, not this one. I'm gonna need the FK. So if I rotate it this way, not along the normal, I want it to be rotated along the local, so X. Okay, so going up is the positive. So around here, let's say 45 degrees. Okay, so max 45 degrees. And the minimum is going to be 0. I'm gonna leave it like that. Map to location. It's going to be the Y location, so I want it to be mapped from the X rotation, so I needed to change it to be X. And now I want to, let me see, I want to move this to around here, which is minus 0.3. So that, so this one, it's the maximum is going to be minus 0.3. There. So if I rotate now, let me get the hand, move it like this. Does it change anything? It doesn't, because the ORG, let me see what is happening here. Let me see. This guy is getting the ORG lower arm. Can I grab it from something else? Oh, yeah. It just didn't work because I had that there. So yeah, okay, so it's moving. That's good. Okay, so now that it is moving, one thing that I'm gonna need to do is, first of all, make this be FK. So it's easier for me to control and check if this is actually working the way I want it to. And another thing that I'm gonna have is this, the control, so I can still move the biceps. Okay, so now with this, I can go to object mode, select this, weight paint, and then I can grab my, let me see, actually I need to get back here, Village Rigger, that one, let me get just the deformer bones first. Okay, yeah, weight paint. Alright, good. I want to get the weights only from these guys, the upper arms. And so I'm going to... Well, first of all, weights, locks. Lock everybody. So lock all. Good. And now I'm gonna unlock these two. There, weights, locks, unlock selected. Okay. Now I can just grab this one. Add and start adding weights to it. Kinda like this. A little bit more. Should be fine. Okay. And then do a little bit of a smoothing out. So there. there. Kind of around there. And the same. Bring this up a little bit. There. Until there is still fine. See, grab a little bit of this side. There. There. And here. And this should be okay. Let me check if this one is fine as well. Yep. So let's check it out. Let's see how it's working. If it's good, then we leave it like that. If it's not good, then we go back there and change it. So it's gonna be like this or X. Okay, okay. So we see that there is a really huge thing going on back here, but that shouldn't be there. So just need to get back to here, waypoint, and Ctrl Shift X. Let me see. Come, right, biceps. There we go. Okay, so it's all the way up there. It should be lower. So add weights down here. And remove from up there. We're just shifting the weights. And there, and then smoothing it out. Smooth, smooth. Whoops. But smooth it out. Smooth it out. There, there. Smooth it. There, there. Alright. Gotta make it in a way that's going to look good. Okay, okay. Let's just remove from the places where it's not needed. Should be removed from here as well. It's kind of bugged. So let's just clean. Not the active group from all groups. No need to keep simple. Make it bigger. There, and normalize all. Alright. So let's get back to it. And let's see how it is now. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. All right. So this one is already good for the biceps, and now it's gonna be one for the calves. And that should be all for the difficult mechanisms. Now let's go back there. Actually, no, yeah. So there, this one, pose mode, no, edit mode. Let's go. One thing that I'm gonna need to do now is to, well, get these bones and symmetrize them. Now they're symmetrized. Let me check if it's working to the other side as well. There, or X. Whoops. This is the MCHIK. I want the come true. Let's see. Control FK. Yeah, that's working. Now I gotta do the same, but for the calves. Oh, there we go. Wait, just, oh, nope. Gonna get that. So this one, Shift D. Y. Y again. Nope. So that, normal. G, Y. Bring it to that part right there. And make this smaller. Just so we can see it. This is going to be the MCH calf target.L. Okay, this is good. And then I want an intermediate bone for this guy. So create intermediate. There, this one. Select it, bring that one there. And this is going to be called control calf.L. Same idea. But now this one is going to be using this guy as the transformation target. So basically, I'm gonna alt click there, ORG lower leg, and then this one, and Ctrl Shift C, transformation, extrapolate, make this local, this one local. I'm gonna map from a rotation on the x-axis. It's going to be, let me see, where is the x? The x is pointing that direction. Looks like it. So it is going to be negative. So negative 45. And that there. Okay. And we're gonna map it into the y, and the minimum one is going to be, let's make just the same as the previous one. So minus 0.3. So the idea is I'm gonna grab here the, oh, what? There, the IK. If I move it, yeah, I can see that it is moving in that direction, so that's good. Now the only thing I need to do to make this system complete is to put it to be a stretch to constraint and to make the weight painting, and that's going to be all. And after finishing this, it's starting working on the feathers. And at last, I'm gonna make the eyes. But the eyes, I think I'm gonna leave it to make off cameras because it's just too finicky. So there. Okay, we got this. Let me change the legs to also be FK, because it's easier to move them. There. I want this one, or X. Okay, there is one other thing that I would like to add. Because if I put it like this, we can see that this bone is going inside of the leg. But I want it to keep kinda in the same place. So in this case, I'm simply going to do a quick trick. Shift D, Y, move it back to here. I want this, well, that one to be the child of the control, and this one to be the child of this calf here. Let me call this one the parent. And then now I can just grab this and put it to be something positive, like 0.2. Let's see how it is gonna be. FK. Did I grab the right one? Control FK, lower leg, or X? Yep. Okay. I think I'm gonna need to make it move a little bit more than that. So you gonna need to move more, maybe 0.3. And you there, you have a stretch too, but you're not parented into this one. There, now you are. Now let's see if I grab this, FK lower, move it. A lot better. Okay. So now to the weight painting. This is the part that needs the most weights. So let's get it there. Actually, get back here. Get the deformer bones back up. Weight paint. Gonna grab the... Where is the death calf? There it is. But there is just too many bones here. It's a little bit difficult to see. So let's go back to pose mode. Give me only this one. And then object. There. Okay, good. Now I can grab these two, weights, locks, unlock selected, and work on this. Alright, so add. I want this part to be the most influenced part of it. So there. Kind of like that. And then now smooth it to the outside. So there. There. Until it gets kind of there. Okay. I also need it going downwards. Until around here, I guess. Kind of following the shape. See? Till there, it's still fine. Want that to be less strong. Okay. Want a little bit of movement, not crazy amounts. Kind of round there should be good, I guess. The only way to know is by testing. So I'm gonna get to The armature, pose mode, at that, control, let's see. Okay, so we see there is just too much things going on there. So now let's keep it kind of like this and go back to weight paint and fix it. Let's see, maybe shift the weight down a little bit. Remove some from this part and bring it down. Pull it down here instead. Smoothing out the bars, they are just too much. Let's see. I mean, not bad. Yeah, it's been a lot of things that I had to do. Gonna remove parts from up here. But still, there are lots of things that I need to learn. Most likely there is an easier way to do this. I just don't know how to yet. But yeah, the thing is, this one works. Nice. Alright, so we can see that this is already pretty good. It's not perfect, but really good. And, well, in this case, we can then add some feathers to the body. Exactly. If it works, it works. So now, how to add these feathers to the body in a way that they are gonna follow it without me having to weight paint all of them by hand. There is a way, but there are some feathers here that are just too big and they wouldn't work very nicely, and also I wouldn't be able to control them separately. In this case, I'm going to separate them from the body. Well, from the other feathers, which is these ones, the bigger ones that are here. Luck, if I am in luck, let me see if I go to UV editing. Let me see, what do we have here? And there, I want the big feathers, and these ones. Let me see, where are ye? Oh, you are there. So yeah, I'm not very lucky, it seems. No, actually I am, because that's the correct one. First time I see feathers in DevKit. Yeah, this is because feathers are difficult things to work with. Really difficult. But yeah, here we are lucky. Because, as you can see, we have those feathers there. And there are these ones. Let me see, where are they? Okay, so you are these ones. So let me grab all of them. Gonna need those there, these ones here, these ones here. So I'm just using the UV to select the feathers, which is going to make things a lot easier for me. And then I can Shift H. There, okay. I just want to see those ones. So these ones down here, I actually want them to not be part of the feathers that I will use to bind to the body. Does that mean you are mainly done with the main body? Yeah, the main body is complete. So now we are only going to work with the feathers. Actually, the main body is not complete. It just needs the eyelids and the nostril, and then it's complete. But those I'm gonna make off camera, just because they are a little bit more finicky. I would need to do lots of try and errors and stuff like that, and just to make it work as it should. So a lot of time in the same place, I don't think that's very interesting to watch. I don't know. So let's remove the ones that we don't want to work with, which are those there. They are not needed. So there. These ones, they are gonna be part of the feathers. They're gonna be bound to the body. These are the ones, they're huge. They are not, so I'm gonna separate them. There. Selection. Okay, separate it. Now I can Alt H to bring everybody back. And go back to layout. These ones are the body feathers. Let me call them long. And then I can hide them. Now these are the that are still here. One thing that I need to do is get to the armature. I don't need to see a lot of things there anymore. So viewport display, I don't want to see the axis, I don't want to see the names, and yeah, that's all. Now I'm simply going to grab these. There are still some huge feathers that I would need to take out. So these ones, let's remove them from here. Come, all of you, come with me. Let's go. There. I guess these are the ones. There are some hidden under. Oh, these are huge. I actually need to get them for that. So let's select all of you. Hide. Okay, those ones there, they should be fine. Now let's remove these ones. Hide. See? Yeah, okay, they're fine. Alt H, P, selection. Those are gonna be part of the other ones. And let me check. Okay, so this way it should be mostly okay. There are gonna be some problems here, most likely, but can fix those later. First, grab the feathers, add it to the armature, so Ctrl P there, with empty groups. Okay, now that it is parented to the armature, it's kind of bound to the armature. I can select the feathers, Shift A here, data transfer, and bring it up there. And I am going to source the body low. It's going to get vertex data from the nearest face interpolated. And I need it to be the vertex groups. Now I'm going to generate the data layers. Going to Shift D this, hide it, and then apply this one. Now I can come here and test it out and see how it goes. So there we go. Feathers bound to the body. And they are looking pretty nice, it seems. And see, these ones here, they are the ones that are going to be a little bit complicated. So there, Ctrl FK, let's move it. There, you see, these things is stretching here. These are the problems. So I'm gonna have to deal with them separated later. But most of the feathers in the body, they are already pretty good, as we can see. There. Just by moving it. There. So what is this? MCH IK head parent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can see that it works pretty nice. And let me check. This moves beautifully as well. So yeah, there are some feathers there that they are going to be a little bit of a pain to deal with, but not as bad. Ctrl FK, move it. On the leg, it's not that bad, seems. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, on the leg it's actually pretty good. There are some pulling there. So let's put this to IK and move this. Let me check. Yeah, and let me see this one. Working pretty nice. Yeah, all good. And with this, let me save it. We can say that today's work is complete. Now, the only thing that is left to do in live is to add the other bones for the longer feathers, and that will be it. And then we are going to start on the new creature. Yeah, so that's it for this live. If you got all the way here, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you would like to make some questions, requests for tutorials and stuff like that, link down in the description for our Discord server. Thank you. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one, most likely on Monday. Bye.